What's up, my Blazing Knights? It's me, Blazeix, and welcome back to Blazeix Reacts. Today, we're gonna be reacting to As the Sonic Heroes, Episode 16, Team Dark, Parts 1 of 3. Without further ado, let's get into the reaction. Wanna go check out Sonic Song 182's channel? The link will be down below. Wanna go check out the original video stuff above? I could go check it out. Let's jump right in. Without further ado, Blazeix Reacts. Let's blaze into action.
Hello everybody! Sonic the Hedgehog here, and welcome to the 16th episode of Ask the Sonic Heroes.
I still can't believe I'm catching.
Way past cool co-host, Tails.
Hey everybody!
I still can't believe I'm catching up.
Let's give a warm welcome to today's wonderful cast. Team Dark! Sound off, guys!
Hello everyone. It is good to see you again. I promise this time I will try not to set anything on fire. But,
You make no promises, dude.
You know what? I won't promise that, but just know that I'm gonna try not to make that happen.
This is Rouge, and I hope you don't. We got in a lot of trouble at the carnival last episode. You didn't have to deal with that, but as the host, I had to deal with it.
Yeah, well, it wasn't my fault, now was it?
You didn't have to light everything literally on fire. That guy in the Ferris wheel didn't do anything to you.
I shouldn't have had to kiss Silver.
You didn't have to kiss Silver, he kissed you.
E123 Omega, booting up.
Hey, Omega.
Hi, Omega.
Guys, let's kickstart this episode off with a question for Shadow. Shadow, pick a number through 1 through 30.
I don't know about you, but I'm feeling 22.
From Bowser Boy 555. Shadow, if you were to get into a fight with Godzilla, who do you think you would win?
Well, alright, come on.
Which
Don't
Godzilla?
ask me questions where... Of course I'm gonna win. I'm gonna win in every fight. I'm the ultimate life form. Not only that, but I'm the coolest. Godzilla would be a formidable adversary. But I've fought giant lizards before, and let me tell you...
Which Godzilla, though?
My calculations show that this would be an equally matched fight.
I mean, atomic breath is a pretty scary thing, but, I think if I were to take off these inhibitor rings, I'd probably be able to handle it.
I don't know. Have you seen
Honestly?
the one that just kind of like goes through the air and kicks?
I could see Shadow taking Godzilla.
You know, I think that's another valid question. Which Godzilla is this? Is this
Right!
Showa era? Is this like the Millennia area?
I love that we have to specify which Godzilla.
You have
There's a
to!
lot of Godzillas. Alright?
That's like saying which Kamen Rider would win in a fight.
Is it the Godzilla
Which one?
from, you know, the 50s? Is it the Godzilla from the 70s? Is it the Godzilla from the 90s? Is it the current Godzilla? The current Godzilla is pretty spooky.
It makes a big
I think it'd be
difference.
best if you
does.
fought the one from the 50s and just had the same, like, quality. So, like, the whole Shadow versus Godzilla, it's just got that 50s quality to it.
Oh my gosh, now I kind of have to see
That'd
this.
be excellent.
That would be the
Can
best.
somebody
I
animate
would only
this?
hope that my eyes looked as crazy as his eyes did in that first film.
I would pay to see that.
Make it
I would love to see that.
All right, Tails. Why don't you ask the next question for Rouge?
Rouge, pick a number between 1 and 27.
Let's see. Well, I'm feeling lucky today. Let's pick number 7.
From Lego FNAF Boy 2000. To Rouge, who are the top 3 guys you want to kiss on the lips?
Hey, yo!
Easily quick.
You know,
They got straight to the chase.
of course that would happen. Doesn't it tend to work out that way? We just roll right into questions like this immediately.
Of course.
Let's see. Who would I smooch?
Who could you smooch and it wouldn't
alright,
be
Let's see.
get you in trouble?
I'll go with. I apologize to present company. I wouldn't mind being kissed by the coolest. It's a pretty exclusive club, so I'll pick Shadow.
You know,
I want.
there's a free t-shirt involved.
Yes,
so...
I want that T-shirt pretty bad.
Dang, I can't get the t-shirt.
And I guess I would pick Knuckles because it would be funny. And then Chris Hemsworth.
You went from me.
No,
and
no,
to
that's
Chris
acceptable.
Hemsworth.
Is this your celebrity heartthrob,
You make
Rouge?
some really hot Thor, okay?
No, that's pretty acceptable.
Yes, And Shadow, what's wrong with jumping all the way to Chris Hemsworth? He's the other hot guy I know.
It's just a little bit of a culture shock.
Says the guy
No, no, no.
who Kylo Ren every time he gets the chance.
Oh my god.
Kylo
Not to
Ren.
mention Megan Fox.
Dude, Kylo Ren would be so much fun to hang out with.
Maybe, but I'll pick Chris Hemsworth, and not Kylo Ren.
She's not wrong.
Play it
Yes,
safe.
there you go. There you go. Shadow and Knuckles and Chris Hemsworth.
Alrighty then, Tails. Why don't you ask a question for Omega?
Omega, pick a number between 1 and 20.
Number 10.
From Owen Dean to Omega. A lot of Sonic fans say that in the beginning of Team Dark's story, the reason you were in the same room as Shadow was because you were guarding, if I spelled that right, the capsule he was in. However, the official instruction manual says you were decommissioned and left imprisoned at the base and reactivated by Rouge. Which one is correct?
Was he really?
Cold water. The basic idea was that Eggman had kicked me out of the egg core for being dysfunctional. And as such, I was set to guard the most precious possession of Eggman. Guarding Shadow was both a punishment and an honor, and I hate him for it.
It says a lot about Eggman that I was his most precious possession.
Aw, how cute.
Doesn't mean you weren't not a possession.
You don't own me. I'm not one of your many toys.
Oh my goodness. Well, I think everyone was a little better off being busted out of that general area, because as good of company as you guys had, you were still basically sitting there silent, one of you in a shell, one of you decommissioned at the moment, so that was very silent company. Not bad, but
Yeah, Omega-
no fun.
I really
Just
want
kinda
a
taking a
remaster
nap.
of Sonic Heroes.
I dreamed of electric sheep.
Alrighty then. Now we move on to our group questions. And we have Shadow answering the first one. Tails, what's the number?
Oh, 1 through 16?
Alright, Shadow. Pick a number between 1 through 16.
Let's do number 12.
Oh my gosh, Amy wrote us a question. Funny. To everyone, if you were trapped in a movie of any kind, what would it be?
Well, I guess I'll go first on this one. The first thing that came to mind is the point of my life generally is to have lots of adventures, so
Indiana
I
Jones?
would be trapped in an adventure genre. And one might think that that could get pretty exhausting if you're stuck in the genre itself, like in like a movie setting to where it was always an adventure. But that's kind of what I'm going for the most
Get on
part,
to
so
the
I wouldn't mind
movie.
doing that. Basically, life in Indiana Jones.
Well, you know, as
Did I not say
much as I
Indiana
love
Jones?
Star Wars, so I could hang out with my bro Kylo Ren. I think
Of course.
I would actually choose Star Trek, because then I could be part of the Federation, and I could travel the planets and explore new planets and meet new life forms and destroy things if I wanted to. And I just
Not
think
bad,
it would be
not bad.
neat to explore what's out there in outer space.
What about you, Omega?
If I may be honest, I would probably be in a mech-based action movie, much like Transformers or Pacific Rim. Basically, any way I can show how efficient I am as a robot. While being
Not bad
small
choices.
in
Not bad choices
stature,
at all.
But being large in firepower. That would be ideal.
Good choice, Omega. I think you would generally manage to get casted better in a film like that.
It's very difficult for robots to get roles in Hollywood these days. Have you ever seen a robot at the Oscars? I think not.
No, I haven't.
That's because they're too good for the
You're
Oscars.
telling me I wrote a script, it's a buddy cop film with starring Omega and I, and nobody is buying it.
You
Nobody's
would
buying
imagine Michael Bay would be all over that.
For real,
But
though.
No. Rejected.
You know what? I bet what happened is Megan Fox told him not to hire me.
Guys, I think you're gonna if
Again?
that's going to be an issue, I think you're gonna need my help. Let me talk to Michael Bay, okay? And we'll see what we can figure out.
You know, if Rouge talks to Michael Bay, who just put her in a
My
movie?
time has come.
You go, Omega.
Alrighty then, Shadow. Pick a number from 1 to 30.
Let's do number 17.
Alright, number 17 from Angelina
I thought
Jolie.
it was gonna be Angelina Jolie. after we were talking about all these
I got
awesome
so
people.
excited. I was like, oh, one of my favorite actresses.
She's a good actress. She's a good actress.
If you can use the Chaos Emeralds to go through time, why didn't you go to see Maria in the past? I think he did, actually.
Well, I mean, kind of depends on what branching storyline you took in the game Shadow the Hedgehog. But, you know, tampering with time is something that I don't exactly like to do. And
I mean, looks what it did to Silver.
exactly, gosh, it made him a dunce. But
Hey, quit bashing my boy.
you know, as much as I would love to see Maria in the past, it's just not a price I can afford to pay screwing up the timeline.
Things that happen in the past typically happen for a reason, and if you go around and meddle in them, it can really mess things up. So, if he went back, I imagine he could just make things even worse for her if he, went back to mess with things a little bit. So, it's probably
Man, do I
safer
hate how
maybe
time
for
travel
her if
works.
he didn't
It
do
makes
that.
sense, but at the same time, it
Perhaps
doesn't.
if I had saved Maria in the past, my hatred for the gun soldiers for coming after her would have still grown and I would have just massacred everyone on the Ark. But
But it's as far as Tails tells me, there's these things called fixed points in time, and you can't mess with them.
Sadly.
Nope.
Alrighty then. Let's have a question for Rouge.
Let's hope this is a better
Let's
question.
see.
More
Number
lighthearted.
10.
From Olivia Hatter. Dear Rouge, you're a jewel expert. If the Chaos Emeralds are emeralds, then why are they cut like diamonds?
That actually
Well,
is a
alright.
good question.
Technically, let me level with you here. I'm not exactly a jewel expert in that way. I don't know all of the details about why certain things are the way they are. I just
Almost
if it's
like how
shiny,
Star is an
I want
enthusiast
it.
of
If it's
any
big and
kind.
shiny, I really want it. But in regards to,
He knows what I'm talking
how
about,
it
too.
is that that kind of cut you're referring to as being cut like a diamond. I think that's a kind of cut and not that isn't necessarily reserved for diamonds specifically. It's just a certain way to, like, when you first get a diamond, it doesn't look as pretty until they give it that special cut afterwards artificially, and that's what makes it extra shiny. So that's the extent of my knowledge there about what a diamond cut is. Now, for the Chaos Emeralds, I figure that the Echidna tribe just cut it that way so it would be extra shiny. I mean, who wouldn't?
And as far as Knuckles tells me, the only real natural mineral that they had on them that was used for decorations were actual emeralds themselves. And as such, they only knew what jewels there were as emeralds. So even if they found like a diamond or a garnet or something, they always called it just an emerald. So I guess that's basically how they got around that. And that's the reason why the Chaos Emeralds are different colors too. And not just, green.
Yeah, science aside, anything that's
Makes
gonna
sense.
maximize the shininess factor of something like that, I am way behind that.
Remind me to get polished later.
We'll make you a polishing appointment.
Yes.
Sweet.
You need to be polished, buddy. You
Okay,
gotta be
Omega,
shiny.
1 through 20.
I pick number 20.
From Crystal Birdie to Omega. Can you do an impression of Shadow and an impression of Rouge?
Due to my versatile voice chip, I can make that happen.
Hey everyone, I'm Shadow the Hedgehog. I'm the coolest.
no, I'm the coolest.
Oh no.
Hey everybody, this is Rouge. I'm so pretty.
Omega, you're creeping me out.
That is so good.
Blame the
Oh my God.
processor, not the bot.
See what you've done, Crystal Birdie.
Well,
I love it.
actually, in different missions, that's been fairly useful. I mean, this is a very casual use of that power, but
It definitely is.
sometimes when we're on gun missions where we do need to distract or otherwise like handle a group of our enemies or targets, and if Omega's doing the voice impression of one of their commanding officers after we've gotten some time to study, it has come in handy. I mean, he still sounds like a robot, but we usually pass that off by having him talking over a walkie-talkie or an intercom. So it's a useful tool. This is just a little bit of a silly usage of it.
It's
Yeah.
also great for prank calls.
Yes, it's also great for prank calls.
My Eggman voice is to die for. It's a great impression.
I am Dr. Eggman. I am horrible, and I treat my robots horribly.
Yay!
10 out of 10. Wood Eggman again.
10 out of 10.
Awesome.
Oh my goodness.
Okay, Rouge, pick a number between 1 and 16.
9.
From Moby Girl. To Team Dark, what was your childhood like?
Well, you know, I didn't really get to experience a childhood. I just kind of was born into this adult body on the Ark. But my childhood on the Ark, I suppose, was an interesting time. Getting to learn about the ins and outs of society and science and the betterment of mankind with the doctor and professors and Maria.
Maria.
Was it all just primarily studying a lot, or did you get to, or did you, Maria, ever play games up there? I think she was the only other kid
Playing
there.
hide and seek or running down the halls.
We did play sometimes, but for the most part it was serious studying and trying to do experiments to better the Ultimate Lifeform project.
Yeah. So you didn't have much of a childhood.
For me, I come from we weren't poor per se, but my family, we didn't have a lot, so we just kind of made ends meet. We didn't have enough money for my parents to ever leave their jobs so we could go on trips or vacations or really see anything. So
Actually, that makes
used to
sense.
just watch a lot of movies, usually adventure movies about characters who got to see the world, and I would read things like National Geographic just to see things, and that was basically the way I experienced the world when I was a younger kid. And I guess that all kind of inspired me to become an adventurer later on.
Or a
You know,
treasure thief.
I liked jewels, I liked shiny things, because that's the kind of stuff that adventurers went after, and also it looked fantastic on the jewelry I couldn't afford. So,
The
once
girl
I
likes
was
her
old
the
enough
shiny
to
stuff.
Go out on my own, that is exactly what I did, and I just looked around for all the treasures that I could. You know, small things at first, just I did what I could, and over time, after I collected enough different jewels and other shiny things from wherever it was that I got to, I was able to afford to do more and more, see more of the world, bother more red echidnas. It was a good time. I started out from fairly humble means, really.
From my assembly onward, I remember being booted up by Dr. Eggman, being told my assignments, failing each one for having a sense of morality, then being shut down for approximately a year.
Oh, Omega,
That
you
is
did have a heart.
bad. My real memories are that of what have occurred after Rouge awakened me.
Jeez, so you had didn't really do a whole lot, did you, Omega?
Omega did have a heart.
Thankfully, I did not
Oh.
run into you, Sonic. Otherwise, I would not be here today.
Yeah, you're kind of right.
Yeah, if you try to break Omega for some reason, Shadow and I will destroy you. Just putting that out there.
Why would I ever want to destroy Omega? He's one of the coolest robots I've ever known.
Just to give me an excuse to break your arms or
Oh
something.
my
I don't know.
goodness.
Oh, jeez.
Omega may
He
not
sounds like
be
Star.
able to do a lot of things when he was working for Eggman in those first, I'm not even exactly sure, like this first year or so as an Eggman robot, but Shadow and I, we have been working on fixing that. We're going to make sure Omega has the best time ever, and we're going to make him famous in Hollywood, dang it.
I'm so
We need to make Omega famous in
excited to see our
Hollywood.
movie.
It's his dream.
The actors there
Us on
suck.
Indiegogo.
Not all of
It
them,
is
but you know
going
what I'm talking
to
about.
be dank.
Hashtag Shadow and Omega's Dank Adventure.
Okay.
Talk
and
about
on
a
that note,
dank adventure.
I think we should end part 1 right here. So this is Sonic the Hedgehog signing off for part 1. See you guys in part 2.
This is Tails. See you guys in the next chapter.
This is Shadow the Hedgehog. Follow me on Instagram, please. Winky face.
Not again.
Of course.
This is Rouge, and I'm going to get started with making a few calls to Michael Bay.
E123 Omega. To be continued.
Dum, dum, dum. To be continued. Oh, thank goodness. Not that I'm actually glad it's over. I actually just, quite literally, before this video started, I got out of watching a 3-hour movie. And then my friend wanted to talk about Jujutsu Kaisen and Hell of a Has-Been Hotel. So I'm kind of exhausted. I'm sorry if I wasn't as up and about as I usually am. Or as excited, energetic, I guess you could say. Next video will be a bit more. But most likely I will be celebrating my birthday by the time that video comes out. So yeah, I'll be 26. You know, I look 19 still. I am positive I am a vampire. Anyways, I do hope you all enjoyed. Be sure to leave a like, add to your favorites. Want to see more Squirt Time videos from this channel, subscribe. I make videos weekly or daily depending on my schedule. Have any requests for reactions whatsoever, leave a link to that video down below. Make sure it's something I'd be interested in, like Mario, Sonic, Ben 10, TMNT, or Pokemon, and I would definitely react to it. Our goal is to hit 10,000 subscribers, so help me reach that goal, and you'll get a special video from yours truly. With that being said, I hope you all enjoy. Stay tuned for more videos, and remember, many hearts never apart. Live my blazing nights. Blazix, blazing out! Until next time, take care.